When you think of amazing Belgian-style ales, a great husband and wife team that really cares about the community and focuses on a charity every single month, plus an adorable, fuzzy little mascot, you think of none other than Blackadder. Hi, I'm Julianne with the Greater Gainesville Chamber of Commerce. Before we get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of the wonderful things happening right here in Greater Gainesville. Today, we are at Blackadder. So, we're gonna go inside and talk to Chris and Sissy Hart, the owners. Come on. Hello, Hearts. How are you?
Very good.
Good to see you. I know. But you know, I always love coming back.
Well, we're glad to
Let's
have
go over to the bar.
All right.
Go.
All right. I'm so glad to be back.
You want to learn how to pour a beer properly?
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Okay.
So take the glass, 10 ounce for James Brown because it's 8.75% alcohol.
Oh.
You will. Quick glass rinsing. It just reduces foam a little bit. It wets
Okay.
the inside of the glass. It does reduce the head foaming a little bit. And then
Okay.
you come over here and you would grab this and you will always open the tap fully. You'll tilt it about 45-degree angle because you're presenting the widest possible surface area to the
Okay.
beer that you're pouring because you want it to foam
Right.
as little as possible and pour little waste. And so you'll always open the tap fully and you don't let the faucet touch the beer, and then you slowly tilt it as you fill. You can rotate it if you want, and then you push it back fully.
Ta-da!
A beer.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
I feel like it's a lot of pressure when you're doing it on camera though. Do I just push down?
Push straight down.
Oh wow.
There you go.
That's kind of fun. This is the part I'm nervous about. Is that a good
Yep, that is good. And remember, open the tap fully. There you go. Don't let it touch. You're doing fine. And then you slowly right the glass and up to the top. There you go. Ann Polo would be proud.
Oh, would she?
All right.
Tastes better when you pour it yourself, you know?
I'm sorry, I cheated and I got some giggling imbecile for myself. So.
Well, aren't you supposed to like as you drink it?
Sure.
Cheers. So, I mean, I feel like you guys have been here for forever, but how long has it been now?
7 years. We're coming up on our 7th anniversary, and we started building out in here in 2015.
So what's the story behind this?
Well, do you want to start?
Well, Chris was working at the local homebrew shop for
Okay.
a while. He was crafting a lot of the recipes there. He was teaching a lot of the classes, and there was a hint that he wanted something a little bit more. So we decided to take the plunge and see about opening something on this side of town because there really isn't anything over here.
For real, yeah. And I mean, I feel like you guys found like the perfect spot.
We get to be the local neighborhood pub for all these neighborhoods that are around here. We have people that just walk here.
That's
They
awesome.
bring their kids and they just walk the stroller here, come have a beer, or play some games with their family and whatnot, and then they'll go on home.
I think that's kind of what I love about like our brewery community is that like every brewery provides something different, but something like great. I know what I would say is another thing that's great about you guys, but what would you say is your claim to fame?
You mean other than Edmund?
Other than Edmund.
Okay.
I thought that's what she was referring
No,
to.
although, okay, I know like I'm the cat lady, so like of course I'm talking about Edmund, but like besides Edmund, like I would say like y'all's Belgian style ales are like top tier.
Thank you.
We did a fair amount of travel for a while, and usually it was over in Europe, and we just loved the feel whenever we walked into a pub. It was just cozy and inviting. Throw Belgian into the mix, the Belgian beers.
Yeah.
We had to mix, we had to mix those too. So
Yeah.
we tried to adapt an old world atmosphere.
Scoot over to the other thing that's great about you guys with Edmund. Edmund was here before you guys were, right?
No.
No? Edmund came with you?
Edmund came to us.
Up here.
Oh, okay.
In December of 2018. So he was just this little fluffy 3-month-old kitten.
Oh, that's, yeah,
And
okay.
he showed up one night, and we took care of him, and we fed him, and then, he came back every
Snatched
night.
him inside so we can take him to get his shots and get fixed and all the right
good
things.
things.
Yeah, that was about
'cause
6 weeks. So after he had established his pattern of being here, we kind of did the the unfortunate kidnapping, but you know, to keep him safe and
Right.
not proliferate cats.
He's just such a wonderful piece. He just walks around like
Like he owns the place?
Yeah.
well, yeah, that.
I mean, what other cat has such an extensive line of merchandise?
I was gonna say, like, that's also brings your merch to like the next level when you have a furry little kitty cat.
Beer aside, we have had people come here to say, I just came to see the cat.
Sometimes he'll pop onto people's laps when they're sitting in a chair and just curl up on them.
What's better than that? Like a good beer and a beautiful little kitty cat in your lap.
Oh, there are people at that point like want to be like, oh, I can't go anywhere now. Can somebody get me a beer? Like I don't want to move. Edmund's on my lap.
Of course, people come for the good beer and the beautiful kitty cat. But you guys also have events like all the time. So tell us about some of your events.
Just a simple weekly one.
Uh-huh.
Trivia every Wednesday at 7. It's fast-paced. We use an app so there's no cheating or Googling. It works
Smart.
really well, and it's become very, very popular.
And but you guys also do the focus points on the different nonprofits each month, right?
Absolutely, and we tend to focus on local nonprofits. They need the most help, the smaller organizations, and I feel like there have been times that we've highlighted someone that many of our customers didn't even know about. This month, in June, our charity partner is Girls Place, and we have lots of fun stuff planned for them. We're going to do an 80s costume contest. We're going to have our bingo, which is a monthly event, and we have a house band that we started called the Imbeciles. And they perform once a month with all the tips raised going to the charity partner.
So are you guys in this house band, or are you guys just like make an appearance here and there?
One or both of us do sing 1 or 2 songs throughout the show. Plus another heart, our son is the keyboardist.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So it's
And sometimes bassist.
And sometimes singer.
Right.
Dang. Okay. So the heart's got talent.
Well,
At least he
our
does. but-
customers suffer through it. Let's put it that way.
But for a good cause.
For a cause, that's
Yes.
right.
Because how do you all select the nonprofit every month?
We have some that are kind of routine. Like Girls Place, we try to do once a year. Luby Bat Conservancy, we do twice a year with them. I will say that I just was recently contacted about a new animal rescue based in Alachua.
Yeah.
We figured we'd give it a shot.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Prairie Creek Cemetery, we've started taking them on usually about once a year as well. And they're always small because we're a little brewery and little nonprofits need help from little guys. It's a good fit.
You say little though, but you guys keep growing and growing and growing. I know what you're doing to deal with this growing, but share with everyone else what you got brewing back there.
Well, yes, we've been constantly adding beers because even though it's counterintuitive for some reason, when we keep running out of room, which we constantly do, I keep adding more beers. We have hopefully come up with a solution. So we have rented the suite that is on the opposite end of this building. The other end of the horseshoe is going to be the Abbey at Blackadder. It is going to be an event space, but the main reason that we're getting that is that I need a walk-in cooler. I need a bigger one than my 8x16.
Right.
We're going to have one that's going to be 11x23. We're working on getting that done now, and that's sort of the priority is getting that done, and then we need to finish off a little bit of work in there and just get some electrical and plumbing and things going, and then we'll be able to have the event space, and I'll have more space for my beer.
Just the fact that we can have more events with you guys is a great
Yes.
opportunity.
Yeah. When we have our larger events like our St. Patrick's Day celebration and Oktoberfest,
Yes.
we'll definitely open it up for that.
Getting back to you guys, so obviously right now you're like experiencing this new venture as a part of your business. When you look back at like day one, did you imagine that you would be in the position that you're at now?
Day one was something because that flurry of activity to opening
Yeah.
didn't allow for a lot of thought or breathing. But after that, and going into that first year, you saw things around Christmas because that was our, December 15th is our anniversary. So we had that and a little Christmas time, and we had a nice little, groups of people kind of coming in and finding us for the first time. But then you have January, and you just opened. Where are all the people?
How
is
is a
this
little
gonna work?
scary,
Yeah.
especially, it is just us. But we have a great set of our customer base. It's just, it's amazing. Especially when, we all had to pivot to figure out what we were going to do, in 2020. Our customers, they came forward and saved us basically. Every day, whether they needed it or not, they would line up 6 feet apart, come to get a growler fill or come to get one of our cans.
Yeah, they were trapped in
Ready
the
to go.
house with their family. I think they needed it.
Yeah.
But it was still nice to have them support us, and it was very valuable to us.
To get back to your question, what was our end game? What was
Right,
it?
yeah, like where did you view that you guys would be now 7 years in? Like,
Here. I don't know that I necessarily expected that we would need to expand to accommodate this growth. I didn't know that we would get to 16 of our own beers now for the 40 taps.
Yeah.
But here we are, and he's talking 4 more. We're just looking to be comfortable and to serve what we would consider an underserved area, good beer in a good, comfortable space that they feel good about bringing their family.
during the 7 years that y'all have been through, obviously we talked about like the first bit being scary. Do you feel like maybe that was like your biggest hump to get over as business owners, or do you feel like COVID was kind of your biggest hump?
It would have thrown us. It did. I mean, it messed with everybody.
Of course,
but
yeah.
we're small enough and we're agile enough that we were able to do the things we needed to do. I would say this is probably rivaling it with opening the Abbey.
Yeah.
Because it's an entirely new space and we have to adapt, and we're going to have to change what we do and how we do things a little bit. But we had to do that in COVID, and then we had to do do that during our first year.
And neither of us ever opened a brewery before.
There, we did all the research. So
And surrounded
there's a reason
ourselves
why
with
there are
employees who knew the business.
Yeah, there are electrical outlets and USB plugins and hooks underneath the bar and things like that. And some people have been here for years and don't even know that.
Yeah.
And so we incorporated lots of those things before we opened and just used our common sense. And we probably guessed about 90% correct.
Well, we have new businesses popping up in Gainesville like every day. So to those new business owners or those looking to start a business, what kind of advice would you offer to them?
One of the most important things for us here is probably that we have always decided to just be ourselves. You aren't going to jump on a bandwagon and make money and copy a trend. You've got to do what you want to do, what you love to do. Part of what we do here is we have our own personality. We do our own thing. We talk about what we want to do and we do them. And it's a reflection of us. Anyone who owns a business, it always really is the reflection of the owner, how it performs, how it feels. And so be true to yourself and produce a product that you believe in, and you will see if people will respond to it. But if it's genuine, people will respond. And it'll always be better than if you're just trying to line up a list of things that you think will make money and make a successful model. And focusing local is interesting because we like doing that. We feel very comfortable with that because we want to be the local pub brewery. It's comfortable for us. It's a one-on-one situation with the people that come in.
It doesn't get any more local than me. Born and raised.
Hey, that's
Not going anywhere.
Well, thank you guys for having us today and dealing with all of my pestering questions. And thank you guys for watching. If you want to stay up to date with Blackadder, where can they find you?
We on our Facebook page as well as blackadderbrewing.com.
For the greatest beers and a whole lot of heart, you know where to find them.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.